I decided right before we get to our final tidbit, I wanted to play a quick game with you. And it's called, it's nothing you haven't seen on the internet. It's nothing unique. It's just called You Can Only Bring One Back.
Ooh, bring one back. Okay.
So I'm going to name some childhood memories for you.
How many we got?
There's 9 total.
9? I got it. All right.
But you can only bring one.
That's a big list.
All of these are going to bring back nostalgia because they're all places that, as a kid, probably you've either stepped inside of or whatnot, but these are all stores.
Okay.
And so we're going to start it off with the first one, which is Borders bookstores.
Borders. Okay.
So we'll have that one. We'll move on to Blockbuster Video.
Okay.
Toys R Us, which I know they're kind of already coming back. We'll talk about that on another episode.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own opinions on that.
Blockbuster and Toys.
We'll say like this. They're bringing Toys R Us back already, but they're like these small little like mall store type things. I'm talking about the full-on brick and mortar, big on.
Yeah.
So Borders bookstores, Blockbuster Video, Toys R Us full stores, Radio Shack, Sears, Hollywood Video, Payless Shoes, Kmart, and Circuit City.
Oh, that's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's got to be Blockbuster.
Bring back Blockbuster?
Bring back Blockbuster.
Even with streaming around, how would you pull that off?
You didn't. We're not considering anything. You're just saying bring back. I mean,
bring it back right now, right? Like in the present time, we're bringing these back.
It would have to be, but none of these would survive in today's markets. So,
but if you could bring one back,
if I could bring one back, I'm bringing back Blockbuster.
So you but let's also bring it back, and how would it be successful?
That I don't know.
So
that wasn't a part of the question.
True.
That wasn't a part of the question.
You're gonna bring Blockbuster back. Nobody's gonna go in that store ever.
It's a pure nostalgia thing.
I'm gonna go with. I understand where you're coming from because when I read this list, I was like, oh, there was nothing like going into a Blockbuster,
right? Every Friday
walking
night,
around all the damn aisles, already knowing what movie you about to rent, but still walking around to see if there's anything else.
Seeing the new releases.
Also walking over to the game area to see if there was a game you wanted to rent.
Games, looking at what snacks
they
got.
Saying? So.
Yeah. That was a whole Friday night event.
Yeah, I remember. This is throwing it a little bit back, but I remember before I bought a place. Before my parents bought me my PlayStation. Yeah, I rented with my own money. I rented a PlayStation.
Yeah,
because you could rent consoles. So I rented a PlayStation from there just because a couple of my friends already had PlayStations and I didn't, and I wanted to rent it so I could put it in my house. And I could really
play it and
go all in. So I rented it with like a couple of games and I kept it for a week and yeah. So, but. I'm a little bit torn because you know me, I'm a tech nut. So I feel like Circuit City, even though I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't a big Circuit City head.
Yeah. I love me some Circuit City.
But if you brought that back in today's time and you just teched it up a little bit where it was more modern tech and some innovation, I think it sucks right now that we got Best Buy still around and they've turned into a swap meet because you go in there now, there's the Samsung section that have their own reps. There's the Apple section with their own reps. There's a Sony section with their own reps. There's all these different sections now.
Yeah.
And then you got the I forgot what it's called, but they have their own appliances store that's owned by the same company, but it's part of the Best Buy store too.
Right.
So you have all these sections. So it's like a swap meet almost.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's how they had to do to survive. But I miss going into an electronics store and literally like feeling fully engaged with whatever I was shopping for, having demo products,
right?
The whole nine.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not gonna lie, if there's something I want to demo, I go to Best Buy or somewhere like that has it. I'll demo it and I'll go buy some. Probably buy it online
somewhere else. Yeah.
Because it's gonna be cheaper, right?
Yeah.
And you know that, but I do miss the experience of just walking in and like really like messing with the tech and making my decision and actually buying it.
Getting some hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dope. I like that. Nah, but I mean, of a lot of those spots, Circuit City was a favorite.
Being a movie buff, Blockbuster does hold of those.
Yeah.
And I was Blockbuster over Hollywood Video all day.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Hollywood Video couldn't hold the candle. They were nice a nice number 2, but
yeah, I remember in Culver City there was a Hollywood Video across the street from a Blockbuster on Venice, and the Blockbuster was always way more packed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that helped because it was in the same lot where there was also an In-N-Out.
Right.
So people was grabbing their movies, grabbing their burgers,
and right over there.
Let me get a double and 2 flicks and be out.
Yeah. I remember that spot too.
So
yeah, but those are some good. It would be nice to see some of those stores come back. But,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm still going with Blockbuster. But that's pure nostalgia purposes. I know ain't nobody. I mean, it had to be all DVDs, so they have to rent out the DVD player because nobody has that. Well, I mean, if you got a PlayStation, you got that. But if you got an Xbox, does Xbox use a disc now, or are they still?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
So in my early days of working, and it was the late days of Blockbuster even existing.
Yeah.
I worked at a Blockbuster for a little bit, And I remember when people would bring their, return their DVDs.
Be kind, please rewind.
I purposely would tell them, "Did you rewind it?" And they'd go, "Oh, was I supposed to?" And then they thought about it and realized how stupid they sound. So
you forgot to rewind your DVD. We're gonna have to charge you $2.99 surcharge.
Right.
Yeah.
So